she said something like she was the reason why female rappers started to do features. Are you stupid? Do we don't even got to mention the female rapper name. Are you stupid? Stop playing.
How many times I got to let y'all bitches know I'm why so many bitches wanna take my flow? I'm too hot, too dope, flow like that pink Chris and mimosa. Who the fuck doper? Niggas wanna run up in my spots
and I was like, I always wanted to have a baby when I'm 25 years old. I was 25 years old and I always wanted a girl. And I was like,
anyway, I felt like the interview was just full of shit. It was just a bunch of bullshit. It wasn't really talking about shit. You know what I'm saying? She got these niggas too cozy. She putting too much trust in these bloggers. I just don't get it with Cardi. Hold on. Let me see something. Hold on a second. Oh, I see what they doing. Okay. Yeah. Cool. All right. So boring. I'm sure she wanted to bring more. So what did I write in here? I forgot what I wrote something about the supermarket, but I don't remember what I wrote. And then I said the Hollywood Unlocked. He said Hollywood people think Hollywood Unlocked is Cardi Wood Unlocked, whatever. I said the energy was so fake and it's not even convincing when they try to say that they don't get paid or the energy was definitely fake. Like damn well, I want to tell you something. At that point, I realized I want you to notice this in this relationship between Cardi B and Jason Lee. Jason Lee is invested into Cardi B. If you notice, he will have a problem with any bitch who has an issue with Cardi. If you notice, like come on, he's trying to orchestrate shit for her. Like he put her and Megan on the phone. Like he really trying to orchestrate this shit because he know that please. All right. And then he doesn't see her like how what did he say? He just was blowing smoke up her ass. What did he say? They're real friends. And they fight. And I was just like, fight about what? Like, y'all don't even know each other. You're not related. He just blowing smoke. He just like he wants to be a fixture in like the Cardi B brand. So it's just like Jason Lee, like, you know how like Little Kim has certain people around her. So maybe these people, they try to like, they give her suggestions and she takes them. That's the only thing I could think is like, why do you need these people around you? Certain people. Let's see. Oh, I said it was disgusting that Jason Lee wanted to talk for her, like trying to pump her head up to be this bad bitch. Yeah, it was just like he's trying to tell her like all these things, like, oh, the numbers are up and this is this and this is that. It's like Cardi still don't believe all that shit. And I just hate the fact that, when Cardi was in that interview and she mentioned something about that she was getting booked for hostings. Yeah, baby, you was getting booked for hostings. You was not getting booked for people wasn't booking you in terms of having you to come to perform. You switched it up because you wanted to be this female rapper on the road. See, I'm telling you, if you sit back and wait, they'll say the right things. They wasn't booking her like, to be this performer. She was maybe flipping it into that. But the thing I hate about Cardi B's come up is that she makes this appear as though that it was so organic. Like, even the way that she talk about, oh, I'll just get 3 million views, 3 million. The way that she even talk about 3 million views, that's a lot of views, sweetheart. You get paid views. You get, in my opinion, you get pushed and promoted. Come on, Cardi, stop playing. You're talking about, oh, I'm just thinking it's going to get 3 million views. I'm just thinking, what? You did not grow up wanting this. You probably grew up wanting to be famous, but you did not grow up wanting to be this spitting female rapper. You did not grow up wanting that. And then it's just like, what I don't like about Cardi is the gaslighting and the way that she speaks. It's like, you can tell that she listens to YouTube heavily. It's to the point where she starts saying shit that we be saying. It's like, it's so weird. It's like, one thing that I said, right? When we always talk about how people, with Nicki, where people try to tell her to do something and it's just like, they'll tell her to stop doing something and she'll do it more. And it's like, now Cardi is saying that in her interviews too. The girl's like a copycat. You ever see somebody where they just, and I'm not saying that you can develop yourself. I don't care. You know what? Let me just say this, because I didn't grow up getting everything that I wanted or whatever the case may be, but I did grow up getting things that I did want at times, but I didn't get everything I wanted. But it's like, I don't know. Some people just, no matter how much money they got, they still got that desperate, it's just desperado. Like, I don't know. With Cardi, it's just, I don't know. Let's see. Oh, that's why I made that. Oh, that says sounds like she didn't know she was pregnant. Weird. I want to give her enough credit to maybe assume she meant otherwise. I really did, because at the point that she says she found out, and I mean, 14 weeks, 4 times 4 is 16. I mean, that's almost 4 months. So, what else? Cardi interested in helping? Is Cardi interested in helping? Oh yeah, when Jason Lee tried to gas her up, like, "Oh, you're helping these female rappers and you're doing this and that." What did Cardi say? Oh my God, I wanted to say this. Cardi gaslit. Cardi. I want to make this very, very clear. I don't know if because you did this record with Glorilla and they gassed you to make you think that you had one of the best verses of the year. I don't know if it's because they gassing you, sweetheart. But Cardi mentioned in this interview with Jason Lee, she said something like she was the reason why female rappers started to do features. Are you stupid? Do we don't even got to mention the female rapper name. Are you stupid? Stop playing. Oh, now features. Sweetie, stop it. It don't even make sense what you saying. You didn't start anything. If anything, you made it cheaper. You introduced Fashion Nova and mixed it with Givenchy. Come on. You cheapened the game. Like, call it what you want. That's just my opinion. Let's see. Exactly. She didn't start it up, Jason. What else did I write in my notes? Cardi is interested, and then Jason tried to make that little slick remark in regards to Armon. He was like, "Oh, what did he say?" He was like, yeah, I try to do something for people, and then they try to hate on me and shit like that. I was like, oh, he just tried to he tried to insert his self in that shit in so many ways. And Jason he wanted people to know that they had this close relationship and they talked and they were in Paris together. It's like he just had to let it be known that he had to let it be known. Like, Jason is one of those people. Let me tell you something. I'm one of those friends that, like, say we all three encounter each other at the same time, and I'll let you pick what it is that what you're gonna have, the way that you're gonna handle it, right? I don't tell adults who to be, and I don't run behind people on some shit like that, right? Say all three of us meet, and you know how one person can have that possessive energy to where they want to keep a person to themselves, and if you fall for that and you allow a person to do that to you, then I'm breaking away from both of y'all motherfuckers, and my energy is going to speak louder than any. It's not that I'm trying to be funny, but I don't do shit like that. When people move funny and do shit like that, when they have that possessive shit, that possessive energy, I get myself away from them. No, I can only be around somebody like that if I like it from them, but in just a general friendship type of way, or like, no. I don't like. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like, have you ever been around somebody, like, say you're friends with two people, and then the one friend always wants the other friend to themselves? Like, they like you, but they don't really care for you. You could tell that if you was around, like, they would prefer to be with this person, or And I know that some people are closer to other people, but I don't stick around for shit like that. No, we too old to be playing those games like that, to be being friends with people who really don't like us, or just being around people just because you don't got nothing better to do, just because you don't like to sit in your room alone and be with your own fucking thoughts, because you just try to just do any and everything all day to keep yourself busy instead of sitting still. Just sit still sometimes. It's okay to be alone. It's okay to go home right after school, right after work. It's okay to get your food and just go right home. Yo, you know what? Sometimes, I remember one of my friends, this was so funny. She would be so mad sometimes. Like, I remember she worked, we had two jobs. That's back when we both worked at child support, and then she worked at the extended stay hotel after, right? So my friend, but she was so responsible. You talk about a person who writes out all of their bills. She wrote out all of her bills in notebooks and everything, right? But she had a lot of bills back then because she had a brand new car and shit like that. So I remember it would be the pay week where it wasn't the week where she got paid. Everything, all her bills was paid. So I would talk to her on that Friday night, right? And she was like, "Yeah, yup." I was like, "So what you doing this weekend?" She was like, I ain't got no money for this weekend. I got to make it to next week. She was like, "I'm just letting you know right now. I'm going to the grocery store after work. My phone is gonna be off all weekend." And her phone would be off all weekend. She would probably hit us up on Sunday night, like, "Oh, what y'all doing?" Like, "Yep." And I'll be like, "What you do?" She's like, "Nothing." She was like, "I sunk into a deep depression this weekend." But she really ain't do shit but just watch Living Single and fucking Martin all weekend. She would just watch that shit back to back because we all got those DVDs. But she would just watch Living Single, Martin. Like, yo, she would get on her shit just watching Just Another Girl on the IRT. She would watch that shit. Like, I've been watching it every. I don't know why we watch old movies thinking that we're gonna see something new, but I think it's just a vibe of it. But yup, it would be so funny. I'll be like, "So what you doing this weekend?" She's like, I don't get paid this weekend, so I'm gonna slip into a deep depression this weekend." Because when you get paid, like, yo. That was my friend where every time she got paid, this is when Haagen-Dazs first came to our mall. Yo, them Haagen-Dazs milkshakes was $10. Every time we got paid, she was like, "I'm going to get my Haagen-Dazs milkshake." And she would always get a cookie dough. I've never spent $10 on a milkshake. I thought that was crazy back then. Are you crazy? Now ask me now. Am I spending almost $10 on drinks now? I would never back then, but I felt like that was appropriate back then. I wasn't paying $10 for no motherfucking drink. No. I don't care if it was a dessert. No.
We've got something to share. We're really proud of our product and are excited to make it available on our website. Check it out now.